So, The Crow Salvation is the third movie in the Crow franchise, and it follows the story of Alex Corvus, a young man wrongfully executed for the murder of his girlfriend. After his death, though, Alex is resurrected by a supernatural crow to avenge her murder and his own, and he uncovers the dark truth about the corrupted individuals who ended up killing him. The film opens with Alex on death row, awaiting the execution for his girlfriend's brutal murder. She was stabbed 53 times. No, she wasn't shot 6 times, she was stabbed 53 times. There's a difference. And yeah, he remains just innocent, and he maintains his innocence. Even though he's about to be murdered for his girlfriend's murder, he's still cool, He also has like a picture of him and his girlfriend on his cell's wall, and he's really just haunted by the memories of the last night when he saw Lauren because they had an argument. And that is the main reason why people believe that he was the one who killed her, because they had an argument on the day. Now, it's a cool idea for a Crow movie. And I think it's probably my second favourite of the franchise still. Yeah, after his death, a mystical crow revives Alex, giving him a second chance to uncover the truth and take revenge on those responsible. He is pretty much tethered to the crow, and it grants him supernatural strength, acrobat skills, I guess, and, well, it gives him the ability to help seek justice for himself and his girlfriend. So he returns to a dark, rain-soaked city, hiding in the shadows as he begins his quest for vengeance. He first reaches out to Lauren's sister, Erin, who is played by Kristen Dunst, which I was very surprised to see in this movie. I did not expect, a few good actors to be in the Bad Crow sequels, but Danny Trejo is in the next one, so that surprised me. Although skeptical at first, Erin eventually believes that Alex is telling the truth. Because, look at him. Of course he's telling the truth. He doesn't look like a brutal murderer, no. No. Yeah, he eventually discovers that Lauren's murder was orchestrated by a group of corrupt cops, who framed him to cover up their involvement in a larger crime scheme. Pretty much, they have this, prostitution ring, and yeah, it gets weird. One by one, Alex tracks down and confronts the men who contributed to his conviction and Lauren's death. He mainly cares about Lauren's death. He doesn't really care about the fact that he was, killed wrongfully. He just wants his girlfriend back. But yeah, he tries to, find the man with the scar, which pretty much this guy is the one who placed the knife in his car, and he believes once he finds him, it will be good. But yeah, so he tracks them down and he kills a few of them. With each confrontation, though, he does learn more and more about the conspiracy, which involves a ring of police officers using pretty much their authority to commit and cover up other crimes for themselves. They want money and sex. They sound like scumbags. But yeah, as Alex exacts his revenge, one of the officers becomes increasingly desperate to stop him. He enlists other officers to hunt him down and kill him once and for all. However, his abilities make him nearly unstoppable. Until he believes that he has finally killed the man with the scar. But it's actually revealed that no, they put the scar on some guy's severed arm and they placed it in, they planted it to trick him into thinking that he'd actually killed him and it was all over. So he loses his abilities for a while. In the end, though, he dies and then he comes back to life once again with his ability to ultimately fight the people who actually had the scar, clear his name, and ultimately be reunited with Lauren. And yeah, it's a pretty good ending, I might lie. It's probably one of my favourite movies in this whole franchise now, just because of how cool it is. It's got some really good action, a goddamn sick fire stunt, and the acting in the movie is not bad. It's a unique take on The Crow. It stays away from just the traditional elements. It does keep the revenge-driven plot at its core, but, it's different because it's not just about, two people being murdered together. It is, once again, about two like a couple who were like taken apart, but it's different in the fact that this guy got to live for a while and then he dies. Like, I believe it was 3 years or something like that, but yeah. So, I think it's really cool. I mean, Eric Mabius brings a really good energy to Alex. He portrays him as the guy who's haunted by, like what happened to his girlfriend, you know, because he, like, every time, like, he goes to places where she's been, he gets, like, memories and visions of what actually happened. And he learns that she was, like, uncovering the secrets of what these cops are actually doing, and thus they killed her. I just realised all the black makeup on my lip is coming off, so you're going to see some more red in a second, because I've been talking for a while now. And yeah, the visuals in the movie have a really distinct look. It utilises some like neon lit settings and a moody atmosphere to build a dark, almost like dreamy feel. The direction was really, really cool. It's got a really gritty feel to it, and it definitely suits the film as well. You know, it's got a great aesthetic. Kristen Dunst was also really good as Erin. She was a highlight, although when, like, they sew her mouth together, when she finally, like, undoes it, I couldn't unsee the fact that it looks like she had a mustache. Don't hate me. I was laughing at that, though, because it looked really goofy. However, you know, it does still have its flaws. Sometimes it feels a bit complex at times, but it's got some really good twists, okay? Like, the twists in this movie somehow really work. And yeah, ultimately, it's got some pretty good pacing, way better than the previous film. Like, the previous film's pacing was abysmal, but this one was pretty good. And while it definitely doesn't get the recognition it deserves, it's probably my second favourite in the franchise. Just because it's able to, like, you know, it's able to offer, like, what the OG does, but do something different as well, rather than just your typical, like, Crow movie. And it definitely offers a compelling story as well. You know, he's able to get justice for both himself and his girlfriend while going after the people who are supposed to deliver justice. It's kind of cool. And yeah, while it's definitely not the best, and while it definitely hasn't reached the iconic status of the OG, this is still one of my favorites in the franchise, and it's really, really cool. You know, it's got a more crime-focused story, and it's got a fresh angle as well. That's different to the other ones in the franchise. It's way better than the next one, I'll give it that. I mean, that isn't a high bar, but still. Yeah, until next time, what do you guys think about this movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have seen the movie, go check it out. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It is actually really good. Don't believe Rotten Tomatoes and everything. This film does not deserve 18%. I know that some of the visuals look kind of goofy, but besides from that, it's a pretty damn good movie.